visit to a tattoo parlor.
They're better than you're thinking they are.
No, I think they're, oh no, they're artists. Are you kidding me?
And they got to be really clean.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I believe it. So anyway, we digress. We're gonna take Lana, get her ears pierced at a tattoo parlor. Thank you to Director Dave. He sent me the right place to go. So we're in good business there. Speaking of which, if you have pierced ears, you need this in your life. This is our best value of the day, our beautiful Absolute earrings. They have been so popular. The value is incredible. The look is so exciting. A lot of these choices are getting limited. We'll walk you through what's still available. We have 3 sizes, 2 cuts, 2 different colors. So you pick the one that's just right for you. Check out our gorgeous Today's Special. Okay, here we go, everybody. It is our very best buy of the day. These magnificent earrings have been a runaway hit. I've lost track as to how many of these have been ordered, but we do still have a pair for you. Now, keep in mind, we have, okay, 6,100 people have already ordered. So that's really like half gone, at least, for the day.
Right.
So just to put that out there for you, if you haven't ordered yet, please do not wait. So this is the 3/4 inch size, this is the 1 inch size, and this is the 1.5 inch size. All very popular, irresistibly priced. The prices on all of these would be more than double what you are investing today. So are you ready for this? We're gonna reveal the value. Ladies, don't wait too long because we still have the choices, hopefully what you're looking for, $39.98. And that is not for a little tiny earring. That is a 3/4 inch diameter earring. That has been the #1 selection in terms of size for the day. The 3/4 inch has been the top choice. Now, the most limited choice, we brought in the fewest to the largest one. They have been hugely popular, and this is one that we are almost sold out of, the Trilliant shape in the 1.5 inch size. So I'm gonna find out, Jen will let me know in a second what's left here in that 1.5 inch. This is what I've been wearing throughout the show. They're so pretty. Okay, so if you want the gold, this gorgeous color, this is what I've been wearing. It's a Trilliant shape. Again, 1.5 inches in diameter. They're as beautiful as you could ever imagine. We have, what did we say? Okay, a few more than 200 left here. That's it for the whole day. Silver, if you want the silver, there are 400, and that again is the platinum over silver, 400 for the whole entire day, guys. So the big one is almost, it's disappearing. Paul and I are back for a primetime show tonight at 7 p.m. I am not sure that this size will still be available in the Trilliant cut. We also do have this in an emerald cut. Emerald is just stunning. It's stunning, it's clean, it's sophisticated, it's beautiful, it's modern, and yet it's retro, right? It has a real Art Deco vibe to it. Look at how gorgeous that emerald cut is. I love it. There it is in the 1.5 in the silver. There it is in the 1.5 in the gold, over 925 sterling silver. Those are only $79.98, $18 on FlexPay. The smaller ones, which are still big, don't get us wrong here, the small one is still a substantial size, and those are only $8 on FlexPay. $8, and we send a pair home to you. So it's really up to you guys. You decide the size you want, the color, the shape of the stone. There's none of these disappoint. They're just all so spectacular. And I think the cuts are so different that if you love them both, get them both.
I agree with you.
Right?
They each have their own personality, and they really look like they're completely separate jewelry ideas in a way, and that's the importance of that cut. I'd like to give you a tour and show you why you don't have this earring yet and why it's so much better than any earring we've done before. One of the things that we did was we opened up the gallery underneath the stones on the sides of the earrings. You can maybe see. And by doing that, we're allowing the light to come in from the side, from behind, and from the top. And so it's like triple the sparkle we've ever had before. Always before, we made this solid along the side. We didn't even think about it. So all this was just solid metal, which is fine, but light can't get through solid sterling silver. So we added an undergallery. Think about your wedding ring, your engagement ring, and that little undergallery that's under the diamond. That's there to let as much light in as possible. Well, by doing that, look at this. Both of them have so much sparkle, so much bling. We've never done an earring that does this before, ever. It's like new technology. It's like we reinvented something.
Right?
You know, it's like, you heard me earlier. I could have had a V8. I can't believe I didn't do this before. And each size incorporates it. Each one sparkles more than any earring we have ever done. These are inside outside. These are the best simulated diamonds money can buy. That's what we work with. Pure 925 sterling silver, and then layered with platinum or 18 karat gold.
Okay, I want to show something. So I'm getting quantity updates here. This has been right here, the Trilliantcut in the 3/4 inch size, the $39 earring has been the #1 choice today. If you want this in the silver or in the gold, we are down officially, we have about 600. That is it. So if you want this size in Trilliant, ladies, don't wait till tonight. Don't wait any longer. If it's sitting in your shopping cart, please go check out.
Right.
Because if it's sitting in your shopping cart, it's happened to all of us, it can be snagged right out of there, right? It's not secure till you actually check out. So I just want to point that out to you. If it's sitting there and you're trying to make up your mind on it, you may want to spend your $8 flex pay, get that Trilliant, especially if you want that shape in the 3/4 inch size. They are getting extremely limited. We started with thousands and we are down here to the final few hundred in the Trilliant shape in the 3/4 inch. This is a great graphic to show you the 3/4 inch on the left. You see, it's not tiny. It's a fantastic, that's why it's been the #1 choice today. The 1 inch is just perfect. You can't miss. And the 1.5 inch, you guys, is the one that I've been wearing. I've just dreamed of owning an earring like this. I think it's the most beautiful hoop I've probably ever worn. I absolutely love it. So whichever one you're thinking about, I would order the shape of stone and I would order the size. Now look at how beautiful that is on the ear.
Absolutely stunning.
Cool. And by the way, I'm being told if you can scan that QR code that we keep at the bottom of the screen, head to hsn.com, use express ordering, there will be no wait. If you are on hold, please be patient with us. We'll get somebody with you shortly. But if you can, use the QR code or go to hsn.com or use express ordering, there's no queue. You cut right to the front of the line and we can get you all hooked up with your earrings. If you do want, again, reiterating the 3/4 inch, this is what Victoria's wearing. If you want that size in the Trilliant shape, this is your time to treat yourself before those are completely spoken for. 6,286 people have already ordered their earring. We knew you guys were going to love it. We absolutely love it. It's so spectacular and yet so incredibly wearable. Look at, I mean, it sparkles from the inside, sparkles from the outside, sparkles from the side. And then the best part, you guys, you will never lose your earring. It's so important because we've all done that. Right? We've all lost a favorite earring. It's like what you reach up halfway during the day, it's like I have one earring on. What happened? You have no idea where you lost it, no idea where it fell off. This earring stays clicked and locked into your ear until you take it off. And they've upgraded the click lock closure.
They have, and this is that new manufacturer I told you about. Everything has been upgraded. There's more use of precious metals. There's more use of the workmanship that creates that feel, that luxe feeling of the way a piece of jewelry actually works for you. This earring, never mind the best sparkle I've ever seen in my life, never mind the best simulated diamonds I've ever seen in my life. The hinge and the clasp have been updated. They're the easiest to use we've ever had. They find each other, they click shut when you put them on. It's so comforting to know that that earring is gonna stay there until you push that button and boom, it comes right off. I can't believe all earrings aren't like this anymore because it really changes the world.
Well, it's more expensive.
Well,
I have
it
to
is more
say.
expensive, it's true.
It adds about, they told me like up to $50 to a retail price of an earring. So that closure is more expensive, period.
Okay.
And so that's why, normally you don't get that clasp for $39 in this price range. I mean, that's the key, is that it's an upgrade to an earring.
Okay.
But it's worth it because then you don't
agree.
worry about losing your beautiful earrings. So there's that Trilliant. We will not be wearing this tonight, I can guarantee you that. But I love them all so much. But that 1.5 inch, with only the final couple hundred left here, you do need to choose. And then, of course, the 3/4 has been the #1 top seller. This has been the #1 top seller. Also the 1 inch, we bring in the most in the 1 inch because this is probably just the most classic universal of all. Like if you're trying to decide, do I go with the bigger one, do I go with the smaller one? Order the 1 inch, you will never be disappointed with that.
No.
But I will say this 3/4 inch size in the Trilliant, you should order it now if you can because we're getting extremely busy. And I marvel at how different they really are. I mean, obviously it's the same earring, but when you see them side by side, they really have their own personality, don't they?
They do, and they make me want to add both to my collection. And I love that. You know, there's nothing that's easier to treat yourself with than a new pair of hoops, right? I mean, today it's inexpensive. They're the best we've ever done. And they take everything you already have in your wardrobe and they just elevate it, raise it up, make it feel new, make it feel fresh. Suddenly you'll feel like you just got a haircut or you went to a spa. Or you'll look in the mirror and you'll see all this bling by your eyes and you'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I got those. Why didn't I get both colors? Right? That's what's going to happen.
That's
Why
a
didn't
really
I get
good
both?
point. You know, because I was thinking, like, when I was getting dressed this morning, because on these days, again, we're not complaining. It's an absolute honor and privilege to be here. To get to do it today special is really, it's an honor when you get chosen to do it today special. So I'm not complaining. However, we do not sleep. Right? I mean, I think you're on 2 hours. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. So I bring that up because a little bling helps.
It does.
It takes you a long way.
It
right?
really does.
Because, you know, it's funny. When I was younger, I could not sleep. And I could still look pretty perky. That's not happening anymore. Right? If I don't get my 7 or 8 hours, I'm dragging. I mean, I feel good, but I look like, wow, she looks tired.
See, I've gotten to that point now. I've got the old person sleep habit where like 5 hours is as much as I can possibly sleep.
Really?
And I'm up. Yeah.
You're like Carlos. He can't do it.
My mom's the same way.
Really?
Just, goes to bed at midnight, gets up at 5, and
Yeah,
that's
I can't
it
do
for
that.
her.
I need my minimum 7. I love 8.
And I go to bed at 10 and I get up at 3. That happens to me like
Well, you know what happens to me? I go to bed at 10, I get up at 3, and then I fall back asleep around 4:30. Do you do that? Like I
Sometimes.
wake up and then my head's spinning, right? I'm thinking about a billion things,
Yeah.
and then you fall back asleep. So I
Thinking
end up
about that
getting my
earring I didn't get.
right?
Don't you? Do you ever do that? You have that dream, you'll be like, oh, why didn't I get it? Why didn't I get it?
What do they call it? Buyer's remorse? Buyer's remorse.
regret.
No, buyer's regret is when you bought it and you regret it.
Oh, I thought that
Buyer's
was remorse.
remorse is when you don't buy it and you wish you did.
Okay. I mean, you win these all the time. I'm not even gonna try.
No, you
always
won
win.
one earlier. You won Maven.
Oh, I won Maven. Okay, so one in 10 years, I've won one. It's like that new watch I showed you that I bought.
Yes.
I tried it on in Italy, and I didn't buy it because it certainly wasn't in the budget.
But it was your birthday.
Yeah.
And it was a big
It
birthday.
was a big birthday. And I thought about it, and I dreamt about it, and talked about it, and it was like months. And finally, my other half said, would you just buy the darn watch? I was like, yeah.
Show everybody. Are you wearing it?
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it's gorgeous. I know,
For a mere $40,000, it can be yours.
It could be yours. Well, you know me.
Oh, it's a gorgeous watch.
I
though.
found it
I
secondhand.
can see why
and
you were
special.
obsessing about it. It is spectacular.
I just loved it. So happy 65th birthday to me.
That's
and
pretty.
I got to work pretty hard to pay this off, but I don't mind. I like work.
Speaking of watches, we have the most gorgeous new watch tonight. It's not
do.
$40,000, but it looks like at least that.
Yeah, no, it's
we have a
good.
really beautiful brand new watch coming up tonight, so watch for that. We've saved some goodies for you this evening.
Of course.
But right now, I don't know what's going to be left of our today's special. You can see by the clicker, 6,500 have been spoken for. Whichever size you get, you're going to be thrilled. It just really doesn't matter. I've been wearing, even though I love the large one because it's something I don't have, but I have been wearing the smaller one daily. This is the one is my go-to, right? This is just...
There's a reason for each one, I understand, and I know I'm a little bit old-fashioned, but I feel like, if I got a business meeting or, a bank meeting or something, I want to tone it down just a little bit, or I have an interview.
Okay, wait a minute. How do you tone it down? I would love to know what that means for you. Like, what would you tone down?
Well, I wouldn't wear a diamond choker
Okay,
for one
okay,
thing.
okay.
I would not wear 10 rings. I'd probably
Okay.
cut it back to 2 or 3.
Okay.
It's hard for me. I'd still have a whole stack. And by the way, I wear 2 watches because I can't decide. I know.
I was dying to know what you meant by tone down.
When I worked at Gucci, I always wore 2, 3, 4, 5 watches. Every brand that I had, I would wear them
He
to
were the
represent.
He was the president of Gucci Jewelry.
Yeah,
So, of course.
it was a great,
Why not?
a great experience. I learned a lot.
I bet you did.
I learned a lot.
Okay, we are busy. I am so excited you guys are jumping in to join us and to order your beautiful earring. We talk about Absolute with such sort of passion because first of all, we've been doing it a while. We see a lot of jewelry. That's my main passion, and as is Paul's. We both love jewelry. So even if this were not my job, it still would be my hobby. It would still be my favorite thing to collect, to learn about, study about, to buy. Because there's nothing more fun than buying jewelry and wearing jewelry.
You know, yesterday I got on this kick doing some research on jewelry, and I realized I had been looking at pictures of jewelry for 4 hours. I was like, you better get to work. Because I was just like, click, click, click. I was like, wow, save that one, you know. I mean, and you're the same way. What we're saying, I think, is we really know jewelry. We know a lot of jewelry. We see a lot of jewelry. And when a piece ignites our passion after all these years, right? You'd think after all these years, we could easily just go like, ho-hum, it's another. No, this is the best one we've ever done.
I think that's why we're still here.
Oh, maybe.
If this wasn't fun, I'm going to be dead honest here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 65 years old. If I wasn't having a blast, I don't know that I would still be here, right? I mean,
it's so much fun.
If you didn't love it, right? Would you still do it?
No, it's so much fun.
I really think that's a big part of work, is loving your job. The idea of like just retiring, what would I do?
Oh, I know.
Right?
I don't know if you know this. I speak at college campuses about luxury and helping people understand.
That's so good.
You know, what makes something luxurious. And you know what? It's not price. It's something that is important in your life, something that changes your life. It might be as simple as a new brand of butter that's just so much better than the one you had before. Boom, that's a luxury. Because it just gives you that, and you're like, ooh, I love this butter. And I do love butter. She knows that. You know, for years I ate the fake butter.
Me too.
And
we thought margarine was healthier.
I look back on my
was
life
crazy.
and I'm like, why did I
thinking?
do that? I know, and we're from Minnesota. You know,
Right.
the land of, you know, butter.
Butter capital.
Exactly.
The state fair, the big carved heads out of butter.
Uh-huh.
I mean, come on.
Did you ever have a heifer at the fair that was yours?
I milked a heifer.
Oh, yeah?
I did.
Okay.
I was in a milking contest. I wasn't great at it, I have to say.
I wasn't either.
Okay, sorry. Jen's like, gee, this is riveting conversation,
Sorry,
people.
let's talk about, did you wear our hoops while you milked your heifer?
You could. You could.
Yes, you could.
And I probably would.
Oh, yeah.
Not, right?
So, now my favorite is
What
still...
is it? Certain animals are you're not supposed to wear sparkle around. Dolphins.
Fish.
I remember we were with the fish, we were feeding the dolphins, and they're like, I got yelled at. They're like, take those earrings off.
Did you see the dolphins greet the space capsule yesterday?
Oh, that was so amazing.
It was like so like, did you see that scientists have now said dolphins are second in intelligence to man?
That's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
that
they
was
went
the
to
most
beat the
beautiful
space
thing.
trip.
It was really, I mean, I hope you guys all had, I'm sure,
cool.
you did have a chance to see it, but watching that capsule and then watching the dolphins circulate, jumping and like celebrating.
Yeah, exactly.
It's incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So.
And these are amazing. I have to get us back into the jewelry. This is what happens with 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, by tonight it's really going to be.
We should be a laugh a second tonight. We'll see. You know what? I don't know.
This is so much fun to show you. Honestly, the earrings, I will say, we almost don't need to speak because they're so beautiful. The value is speaking for itself. That's the 1.5 inch. Ladies, if you like it, you should treat yourself to them. They are so absolutely spectacular. You can see all of our other girlfriends are jiving in to order these. We're gonna hit the 7,000 mark coming up here right around the corner. The majority of these are gone for the day. So if you're looking for that hoop of your dreams, this is the ultimate in hoop dreams. You just found it today. You can't buy this anywhere else, period. You cannot buy this exact hoop, and if you do find anything similar, trust us when we tell you it's not going to be $39, $59, or $79. That is the truth. Nobody is selling this hoop in precious metal in these exclusive cuts for $59. I want to show you one more time the Trilliant and the way we cut these. This is a calibrated specialty cut. These were cut for us. We have never done a Trilliant in this size. It's always been, where'd that bracelet go? We've always made them bigger.
Okay.
And they're beautiful bigger, but you see the difference? There is a difference if this were in your ear.
It's more refined.
It is.
It's more believable.
Yes.
And suddenly it's got more sparkle and scintillation. And that my dear friends, is because of the way we've mounted the stones. There's actually a side gallery now that we've never done before. They now get light from the back, the side, and the front. It's like a triple explosion of light. I've never seen anything like it. It's the best earring I think I've ever seen us make. In anywhere I ever worked.
I would agree. I mean, I said that last night when we launched it. I said, I really think it's our most beautiful hoop for sure that we've ever been able to show you. It's just so, stunning. It like grabs your eye. And it's fun to wear. Like you forget you have them on, even for a bigger earring, because I don't like anything heavy or pulling on my ear. I'm not really into real heavy jewelry in general. And this is not. I mean, it's still light enough that you don't, you're not feeling it all day. Look at that in the emerald, though. It's funny because the Trilliant, I've been kind of focusing on it because it looks so amazing. But the emerald is absolutely gorgeous. That's a step cut. Look at how you get lost down into that stone. It's like the Hall of Mirrors. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, me too. You just fall into it like, into a gorgeous clear pool or into the Caribbean Sea or something. It's just one of those. And we've not done this in an Inside Out before, and certainly not with that open side gallery. The light play that you're getting even off this beautiful Art Deco inspired stone and earring is astonishing. It's breathtaking. You don't have this at home. We've never done it before. These are the very first we have ever done. And when you see these earrings, whichever size you're choosing, 3/4, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, whichever one you choose, you get it home and you're gonna be like,
Just set it right here.
disappointed in the earrings you already have. You're gonna be like, this is the only earring, I love this earring.
I do too. Now,
Yeah.
I want to share with everybody real quickly. We were going to do a presentation on the jewelry boxes, but we're so busy that we're just going to mention that these are available at a new price for you. These are the Prestige Anti-Tarnish Jewelry Boxes. They're under $30. We have them in an ivory, a turquoise, we have emerald, and we have black. We have them in different compartments. We have a 6-compartment.